What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Shaymae. I have been away for 3 weeks, you guys, but I'm so happy to be back and podding. I hope that you guys will enjoy episode 4 on today, as well as the other 3 episodes that have been already uploaded. But yes, you guys, before we dive into episode 4, this episode is going to be a lot more different than the first 3 episodes. So if you have already listened to episode 3, I did mention that I wanted you guys to listen very closely, because this episode today is definitely diving deep into the prophetic. So you guys, I'm normally the type of person, when God shows me stuff, I keep it to myself. I make sure that I write everything down that I dream about or anything that he shows me. So for any prophetic mantle or gift person that is out there on today, be encouraged. When God shows you things, make sure that you pray about it when you're coming out of the dream. Also, remember, you guys, to write your dreams down. Always grab a journal or something that you can write down so that God can give you, when he sends you the revelation or when he gives you the revelation, that you know how you can go back and understand what you have dreamed about. But yes, you guys, I'm so happy to talk about episode 4. So as you see, as the title, it says, "The detour did not kill me, I survived." So you guys, just to piggyback on, what God has showed me in this dream, and we're going to dive into that on today. But in life, when you're going through setbacks and detours, it can be stressful, you guys, but in the end, they truly can become a blessing. So we have to really understand, you guys, when we're going through detours, no matter if we're going through setbacks in life, we have to understand that sometimes the detours don't always have to be a curse, or it doesn't always have to be something that we think that's going to upset us or make us feel like we can't get out of the setback that we are actually in. So sometimes you have to understand, sometimes detours, you guys, it can truly be a blessing in the end. Oftentimes when God allows us to really see ourselves when setbacks and detours happen in our life. When I was in a standstill season, you guys, nothing didn't seem to move for me. I was without a job for almost a year. I began to question God. So sometimes, you guys, when things start to set back in our life, no matter if we're a detour, we feel like we're going in circles. We have to understand that in that season, yes, it is going to feel like, dang, why am I still going through all this stuff, or why am I at a standstill? But I'm telling you, in the end, God will give us the true answer that we need. So you guys, I had started to question God, because I was like, Lord, I'm applying for so many jobs, so many rejections had came. But one thing about it, y'all, I did not give up. I just continued to pray and continue to steadfast. But I knew in my mind that something had to change. My mindset had to change. So sometimes, you guys, when we're going through setbacks and detours in our life, we have to truly understand that our mindset cannot be like our mindset was when we were in that setback, or when we were in that season of going through so many detours where we feel like, okay, I'm done went through this hurdle, and dang, I'm going back to this again. So we have to understand that having a strong mindset is so important, you guys. But my life began to seem as if it was going through so many cycles. I had felt like I couldn't find my way out of the patterns of life I was yet in. So you guys, as we dive into this dream, so I did write this dream down. So if it sounds like I'm reading it, I am, because I'm reading it off of my notes. So we're going to go ahead and get into this dream. But I hope that you guys are truly paying attention to everything that I am speaking about on today. So on June 27th, 2024, I woke up from a dream. I had an outer body experience in this prophetic dream. The Lord took me into the living room. So those that know, a living room can represent a den. So this is what I'm remembering when I woke up from the dream, you guys. So those that know that a living room can also represent a den. So he took me to the living room in the house. As I was in the living room, there were 3 lions in the dream. The lions were calm and they were laying down. As I walked over to one of the lions, the Lord allowed me to open up the mouth of one of the lions. In the mouth of one of the lions, I saw 3 dead rats. So remember, you guys, when I was in this dream, the Lord had took me into a living room. So that's already one clue there. So if you think about it, if you look at this in a prophetic sense, a living room can also represent a den, because, that's something where, you go to where you're trying to relax or be calm. So once again, when I was in the dream, you guys, as I had already spoken, that the lions, they were very calm and they were laying down. So we're going to go ahead and get back into the dream. And I said, as I walked over to one of the lions, the Lord allowed me to open up the mouth of one of the lions. In the mouth of one of the lions, I saw 3 dead rats. After the dead rats were revealed, the Lord allowed me to close the mouth of the lion back. So it was one of the lions, you guys, that God had allowed me to close it back. So when y'all think about this, when y'all see lions, like in reality, like let's just really think, let's pause for a second. Y'all have to really understand, lions are not gentle animals. They're not gentle creatures. God did not create them to be calm, to be cool, and collect. So we have to understand, like, to me, when I woke up from this dream, and I'm just like, okay, God, I know that lions, when they see praise or when they see people, they don't automatically just, be calm. They sometimes lions can go into a rage. So it just made me sit and ponder. So you guys, when I came out of this dream, one thing, like I told y'all, it's best to pray first. So I just wanted to say that, like, y'all, lions, we already know that, like, by far, that, they are creatures that are not calm. So I was kind of like confused when I came out of this dream, but I prayed about it. So we're going to continue to dive deep. But I was surprised in the dream, y'all, because when the lions eat anything, they will always devour their meal. So you guys, when I woke up from this dream, I was just like, wow, like, a lion allowed me to do this? Like, God, where are you going with this? But I just want to give you guys a definition of detour: to swallow up or eat up, to waste or destroy, or to consume. As I walked out the den, which is also known as the living room, I began to wake up from the dream. When I woke up from the dream, I heard the Lord say to me in my ears, I am shutting the mouths of the lions. So you guys, I began to pray. Anytime God releases things to me, I always pray for revelation to the things he has revealed. No matter what God has revealed, always pray, you guys. Ask God to give you clarity. God quickly gave me revelation to what I had seen. He reminded me of Daniel's in the lion's den story. So you guys, when I came out of this dream, I was puzzled. I didn't truly, it's so amazing, because sometimes, you guys, like, I'm just going to give you guys a back end of, how God, when he deals with me. Sometimes, when I'm coming out of a dream, the first thing I try to do is pray. And when I say pray, because we have to understand that the enemy, he always tries to taint our dreams, or he may try to make us feel like what we're seeing or what God is showing us is not true. So I began to pray. And as I was praying, I had came out of prayer. I even shared the dream with my son and my brother, Marquise. And he was just like, wow, this is, revelation to, what God had also showed me too. So we have to remember and be in remembrance, you guys, that, no matter what God is showing us, no matter what prophetic dream he shows us, whether it's a prophetic dream, because we have to understand, when it comes to the prophetic, you guys, God is not only just going to use us in our dreams. He is also going to use us in ways that sometimes it will astonish us and it will surprise us, because he can also talk to us whether we're listening to his voice. And once again, as I already has said in some of my other podcasts that you guys have listened to, that remember and be mindful the voices that you hear, because all voices do not come from God. We have to be mindful. We have to stay prayed up. We have to remember to anoint ourselves when we go to sleep at night, because the enemy, if he knows how God uses you, believe me, you guys, he will try to taint your anointing. And when I say that because it's oftentimes where, I will come out of a strong prophetic dream, and then when I come out of it, attacks try to come left and right, you guys. So once again, I thank you guys for listening to this dream that I had. But I hope that this dream that I share with you guys on this prophetic dream, that it encouraged you to know, just like how God spoke to me and told me that he is shutting the mouths of the lions. So we have to understand. So you guys, I do want to let you guys know that this is going to be a part 2 to this dream. And we're in the second. Well, we already done went through the second episode. But yes, you guys, in episode 5, we are going to dive a little bit more deeper into what God has showed me. But I do want you guys, if y'all have not read the story of Daniel's in the Lion Den, it is a wonderful story. And I knew that when God told me that this is what the revelation from this dream meant, I knew to go and read it. So you guys, you can find about the Daniel story. It is in Daniel 6, chapter 1 through 28, you guys. So there will be a part 2, as I already have said, you guys, of this episode 4. Yes, you guys, because I didn't want to go too deep in today. But yes, you guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this dream that I have shared with you, and be excited as we continue on next Friday. I just want to encourage you guys on today. It truly has been an honor and a blessing to share with you all one of the many important dreams God has shown me. Be encouraged on today, you guys. Know that no matter what someone is trying to do in your life, remember, you guys, that God will always protect his children. God will shut every naysayer, every witch, every demon, every warlock mouth in your life. Do not fear. God will forever reveal and expose the ones that may try to hurt you and harm you. So you guys, we have to remember to trust God. Trust God in every dream. Trust God in everything that's being spoken over our lives. And know that he is going to shut everything that is trying to devour you, because we have to look at it. When you think about a lion, what does a lion do to its prey? It devours its meal. No matter what type of meal a lion is being fed, it will always devour it. So we have to understand that God, he will forever protect his people on today. Know that. Don't get discouraged. Let this dream be a lesson and, just inspiration to your life on today. That everything that I have seen in this dream, you guys, I know that God was covering me, because he allowed me to shut the mouth of the very one lion that exposed and revealed the 3 rats that I seen. And when God showed me those rats in that dream, you guys, they were white rats. And when you look at something that is white, it may seem like it's pure, but it's still a rat. So we have to understand that when God started exposing those people, they may seem innocent. And when I say innocent, they could be someone that we think that just because they go to church. Yes, everybody, we all have a season where we feel like we're innocent. But we have to understand, when God showed me this, I knew to remember that, yes, the rats were revealed. They may have been white. They may seem innocent, because we have to understand it. What does white represent? Actually represents purityness. So when I asked my brother, I said, well, bro, God showed me 3 rats. They were white. They were not brown rats. They were not pink rats, but they were white. So when I thought about it, I said, okay, God, maybe the 3 people that you have revealed to me, they may seem innocent, but they're still a rat. So God, he had to remind me that. So I thank God for what he has shown me. I hope that this will help someone on today to be mindful, be watchful, be careful with people that you surround yourself with. Pray about it. Don't be so quick to want to be friends with people, because we have to understand, when I say don't be so quick to be friends with people, you have to pray about it, because everybody that seem innocent in your life is not always innocent. God will always expose who is truly for you and who is not. Sometimes it may take years for it to be exposed, but remember that God, he will always show up in your life, and he will always send someone to remind you the very thing that he has already shown you. So sometimes, you guys, like when it comes to the prophetic, we have to understand that God, he don't just use dreams. He can use another prophetic vessel to remind you what God has already showed you. And that's what I love about God, because it's not only that how he deals with prophets. He don't just deal with us through our ears. He don't just deal with us through visions. He don't just deal with us through dreams, because I am a dreamer, and I have been dreaming for so long. It's so many dreams that God has revealed to me, but I said, okay, God, I'm gonna pray about it. But when he told me to share this very dream that I had with you guys, I honor and I obey the voice of God, because I know that it will help someone else out that may be going through a season where they feel like they're in a room and they're to themselves, and they seem like they can't find their way out. But I want to encourage someone on today to don't give up. No matter what the enemy is trying to plot or plan, know that God, he will destroy it. He will dismantle it, and he will just take the very things that don't belong in your life. He will remove them. And sometimes, when God start removing things, sometimes, we may seem like, dang, I just, got into this. But God, I'm telling you, if he removes something from your life, just be grateful and know that God has something greater and better in store for your life on today. So I just want to encourage you guys. I love you guys. And until next time, make sure that you guys do go and read. If you have not already read it, read Daniel 6, chapters 1 through 28. We are going to dive deeper into this story of Daniel's in the lion den on episode 5. I love you guys. And if you are listening on today, whether you're listening to on iHeartRadio, make sure that you hit that follow button. If you are listening to us on Spotify, be sure to hit that follow button. And once again, you can catch us on YouTube at 6 p.m., you guys. And make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. I will be posting more vlogs as well. If you want to see some of the vlogs that I have already posted, make sure that you check out the YouTube channel at Gracefully Outspoken. And as well, you can find us on IG at Gracefully Outspoken. Make sure that if you are on Facebook, go and follow our Gracefully Outspoken page. But I love you guys. And until next time, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys enjoyed this dream on today that I have shared with you guys. And be excited, you guys, because we are going to dive just a little bit more deeper into this episode. It will be a part 2. So stay tuned. And I thank you guys. I know I've been away for 3 weeks, but I missed potting. I was so happy and excited that God allowed me to get on here today and to share with you what he has shown me. But don't give up to the listeners that are listening on today. Know that God, he is going to continue to cover you. The people that he is revealing to you in your life who are not for you, please be obedient. It doesn't mean to hate them, but we have to understand that God is taking us to a place where he wants us to be more efficient about the people who we hang ourselves around, because we have to understand that the times that we are living in times where the enemy is trying to run rapid. People are not doing the things of the will of God, but we have to understand that we have to stay firm. Continue to read the word, pray, fast. If you can't do nothing else, remember to say a prayer. Get on your knees and pray in the morning. Pray in the morning and pray at night. Cover your children, because sometimes we have to understand when God is showing us these dreams, he can be revealing things about ourselves. So sometimes when I have outer body experiences, you guys, I know that God, he is trying to reveal to me something that I need to be watchful for. So don't be astonished when God shows you things, you guys. Make sure that you pray about it. Write the dream down and just pray that God will give you the remembrance of what he has shown you or told you. I love you guys. And once again, this is Shaymae. Y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned for next Friday for our new episode. So be encouraged. I love you guys. Be blessed. Keep God first in everything that you do, and know that God, He is going to continue to work everything out in your life. Remember, stay focused, say an affirmation today, pray, keep the faith, be encouraged, and stay blessed. I'm out.